Becca again. I'm here to do another video for you, Floor, Core, and More. It is a 30-minute floor-based core class. We only have to get down and get up one time. We'll do a warm-up with some exercises followed by some stretching. So go ahead and lay down to get started. With your knees bent is easier, with your legs straight is harder. I want you to squeeze your bottom and release. And I want you to repeat. Squeeze and release. I hope you all are staying well, getting outside on those warm days when you can, trying to get walks in, making sure you have your mask on. That way everyone stays safe. Though we've been having more rain here lately and some cooler temperatures this week. And now we're switching to imprinting, so pull that belly button down into your spine and release it back up and repeat. Knees bent is easier. Legs straight is harder. Choose an area that's good for you. You want it to be hard, but not impossible. And back to butt squeezes. I'm going to do it with my legs straight this time. We're going to do a 3-second hold. So squeeze your bottom and hold. 2, 3, release and repeat. So I'm going to try and make you all a new video each week. And that'll air on Mondays, and then on Wednesday and Fridays we'll play some of the other videos. If you would prefer to see my videos, that's fine. You all just need to let us know. Back to imprinting, this time also with a 3-second hold. So pull that belly button in and hold. 2, 3, release and repeat. These days, the easiest way to get a hold of me is to send me an email. You can do that at rsmith@broadme.org, or you can always send an email to wellness@broadme.org, and then both Andy and I get it. So just let us know. If you have any suggestions or wants or desires for Lunch and Learns or TED Talks, I'm also the person that helps find material for that, so you can send me an email with some ideas, and I can use that to help find appropriate material as well. So back to butt squeezes for the last time, this time with a 5-second hold. So squeeze that bottom and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, release and repeat. Do one more of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, last round of imprinting. Again, that's that belly button down into the spine and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Release and repeat. Five seconds actually is a lot longer than most people realize. So if you truly hold that belly button down and tight for 5, it's a little challenging. Alright, so that's it for our warm-up. We're going to get on to our exercises now. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start with some torso rotation exercises. So you're going to lay on your side with your hips and knees at 90. Head is resting on the ground. What you're going to do is watch your hand as it goes across the horizon and then bring it back. Ideally, with each reach, you should feel your body open a little more. The other arm stays flat on the ground. You should feel a stretch in your chest as well as your rib cage. And with each open, everything should get a little looser. And rest. So what we'll do is we'll do all 3 sets on this side, and then we'll go ahead and spin and do the other side. That way you're not doing too much flipping and flopping. Alright, go ahead for round 2. Round 2 should be a little easier. Should start off with a nice good reach. If it doesn't make you dizzy, let your eyes follow your hand as if it was the sun growing across the horizon throughout the day, and you watch it till it sets. And if I keep my arms straight, I just about can make contact by the end of my second set. Oh, there it is, I got it. And rest. The rest is just as important as the work. It allows the muscles to recover before you go back to it. Alright, go ahead and do your third round. This time, hopefully, you're maybe touching the ground. If this is easy by the third round, you can always make your legs in a pretzel. That would make it more challenging, because now, if my legs are pretzeled, I can no longer touch the ground because my top knee is now on the bottom. That makes sense. And that makes it more challenging. And stop. What we're going to do now is go ahead and sit up. Give yourself a second if you get a little dizzy, like I just did when you got up. And go ahead and lay down for your other side. Get your hips and knees at 90 as well. Get yourself comfortable, arms are straight. And we're watching the hand go across the sky as the hand comes back. A little tight in the beginning, but you should feel those muscles start to open up in the rib cage as well as in the front of the chest. And rest. And go. So this is our second round. If by the second round, if you keep the knees down and the arm down and you can make contact with your hand, again on this side you can pretzel, which means your top leg is now on the bottom. And now I can no longer make contact. And it allows me to twist a little farther. We call that making your legs like a pretzel. Because honestly, they feel like they're tied up like a pretzel. We'll do one more. And rest. So we got one more set on this side, and then we're on to our next exercise. All right, last round, everybody. Watch that hand go across the horizon and bring it back. Slow, controlled movement. This is more of a stretch feeling because we're trying to increase our torso rotation, which actually helps increase your lung capacity. And one more. And we are done that exercise. All right, so for the next one, what we're gonna do is we are gonna lay flat on our backs. Just turn them back around so you can see a little easier. We're gonna take our hands and we're gonna put them by our side. This is called a partial curl up. So what we're gonna do is slide our hands on the ground towards our feet and then slide them back. So we come up and then back down. So the hands stay in contact with the ground the entire time. And we come to where the shoulder blades just come off the ground. And we do a controlled up and a controlled down. And it's as high as you can go. So if you can only go to here, then that's all the higher you go. But if I go just to where my shoulder blades come off the ground as I'm pulling my belly button down into my spine, hands sliding towards my heels, really feel it in the front of your belly. And rest. So I don't know if any of you have animals in your unit, but I have a dresser above me that I'm redoing for Sophia's bedroom. And Meow Meow's perched on it, and she's staring down at me, wondering what I am doing. Meow Meow's my cat. Hopefully she doesn't make any surprises on me while we're exercising. Alright, let's go ahead for round 2. Hands are staying in contact with the ground. Coming up to where the shoulder blades come off the ground. And then coming back down. Controlled up. Control down. Making sure you're leading with your shoulders and not with your head. One more. And rest. So we did our torso rotation. Now we're getting the front of the belly muscles. Next, we'll do some lower back exercises after we do our 3rd round. Let those hands lie on the ground. Slide them towards the heels. Slow up, slow down. Really pull that belly button tight into your spine while you do it. And that just makes it a lot harder. And it's as high as you can get up. And stop. Go ahead and rest a minute. For our next exercise, what we're going to do is we're going to do glute bridge lifts, followed by a glute bridge hold, and then we'll rest. So it'll be lifts up and down, straight into a hold, rest, and then we'll repeat. So hands are down by your side, heels are down, toes are up, bottoms go up, bottoms go down. This is a slow, controlled motion. As your bottom goes up, you should feel the weight transfer to your shoulders. And then make sure you're not plopping on the way down. And let's hold your bottom in the up position. So while it's up here, I want you to squeeze your bottom as hard as you can. Let your arms stay down by your side. We are holding. We are breathing, making sure that you are breathing in and out. That way we don't turn into a tomato. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and we very slowly roll each vertebrae down into the ground until our bottom touches, and then we rest. If that was too easy, for round 2, you can try your elbows bent or your hands crisscrossed. The thing to remember is if you go to a harder arm position, make sure your bottom is getting all the way up, all the way down. If you find you can't move as far, go back to your previous arm position. So I'll show it in the medium this time. So heels down, toes up, bottoms down. We're going to do a bunch of lifts, and then when I say, we will hold the last one. Feel the weight shift to your shoulders. Control it up, control it down. All right, this last one, once you get it up, we're gonna hold, squeeze, 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 breathe, 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 making sure we're not holding our breath. The higher it is, the harder you squeeze, the harder it is. We are halfway. Almost there, guys. Keep holding it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Do not plop. Roll it down really slow. Feeling each vertebrae slowly transfer itself back to the ground until you finish. And rest. So you should really be feeling that along the back side of your body, in your hamstrings, in your glutes, as well as your lower back. It's really tackling that whole back side, which is just as important as the front. All right, bad news. We got one more of those. Heels down, toes up. I'm going to try my last set at the hardest arm position, which is crisscross. We'll see if I make it the whole time with y'all. All right, are we ready? Set, go. Bottoms up, bottoms down. Making sure you're getting all the way up and down if you move to a harder arm position. And that we're not flopping. All right, hold that last one in the up position. Hold, hold, hold. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Make sure you're breathing. Longest 30 seconds ever. That's 10. That's 15. We're almost there. I know it's burning, but you can do it. Keep those bottoms up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't plop. Don't do it. Roll down really slow. Each vertebrae touching the ground until the bottom comes down. And rest. Alright, well that's enough glute bridges. What we're going to do for the next one is take your time to get into the sitting position. We're going to lean back slightly into our lazy boy recliner mode. Remember, the farther you recline, the more challenging it is. So we're in our recline mode. Arms are out. We are doing our torso rotations while we're in the sitting position. You can either stay looking forwards the entire time, or you can watch your hand with your eyes. Make sure your shoulders are rounded, belly button tucked in, so that lower back is supported. And you're kind of reaching down and back as you stay in that reclined position. And rest. Hopefully you all are doing okay. For my regular attenders, if there's any exercises you missed terribly, just shoot me an email and I can try and get them in the next video for you. All right, get set up, round those shoulders, pull that belly button in tight, arms are out, and we are twisting. You can either follow the hand, or you can keep the eyes facing forwards, whichever is better for you. If you're someone with vertigo, it might be easier to keep facing forwards. Following the hand could make you dizzy. Do a couple more. And rest. We got one more of those. And then it looks like we'll have time to do one more exercise before we stretch. So I'm trying to keep this right at 30 minutes, just like we did in the rec room. Because 30 minutes is plenty. All right, last round, everybody. You can do it. Arms out, belly button in tight, shoulders rounded. And we are twisting. Arms are staying straight. We don't want to bend. Nice, straight, airplane-like arms. Reaching back as far as you can. If you cannot make contact, that's all the farther you can go. That's okay. Almost there. Keep going, a couple more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and stop. All right, go ahead and rest for a minute. Take that pressure off that abdomen, some nice deep breaths. For our last one, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get on all 4. So if you have sensitive knees, you can always put a mat or a towel. Hey guys, Douglas, I need you to go back to bed.
Mommy.
Nope, go back to bed. I'm almost done. I'll come see you in a little bit.
Who are you listening to?
Good night.
Who are you listening
So once we're on all 4, again, if your knees are sensitive, you can take your mat and you can fold it and you can double it up. That'll give you some extra padding. Or you can put a rug or a towel under you, whatever you need.
Mom,
And what we're going to do
some pretty good work.
is we're going to do same arm, opposite leg. So I'm going to do left arm and right leg. Try and make them reach underneath your body, really extending out and reaching as far as you can, and then trying to get them to touch. Do the best you can. Good. And let's try your other side. So that's my right arm and my left leg. Kind of coming underneath the body, trying to get the elbow to touch the knee. And then when you reach out, really push like you're trying to reach the walls in your house with your fingers and your toes. And go ahead and rest. If you want to do some yoga while you're resting, you can. Sit whatever feels good while we take a breather. So that was opposite arm and leg. For the next one, we are going to try same arm, same leg. I know you all don't like this one, but it's good. You really got to shift your weight to the other side of your body. And we're just going to try 10 on each side, okay? So I'm going to start with my right side. So I'm putting all my weight to my left side. My right arm and leg reach out as far as they can. I try and make my knee and my elbow touch. And then I extend them out. And my left arm and leg are taking all the weight so that I can really move that right side of my body. I think that's 8. We'll go with that. 9 and 10. All right. Whatever side you're doing, we're going to switch to the other. So switch your weight to the other side of your body and get the other side. Whoop. One side is always easier than the other. So for me, it was actually a little easier to balance on my left and move my right. Just try your best. Try to do 10. I think that's 6, 7, 8, 9, whoop, and 10. Good. All right, so for stretching, we're going to go ahead and do it in the sitting position. One leg out, one leg bent. Our hands are going down our straight leg, trying to take our forehead to our knee, but the knee is staying straight. And then we're going to pull our toe towards our nose. You'd feel the stretch get deeper. And switch to the bottom of the lower leg. And now we're going to take opposite finger to pinky toe. So I have my right leg out, so I'm reaching with my left leg. I should feel the stretch shift from the back of my leg to the side of my body. Good. Go ahead and stick your other leg out. Go ahead and let your arms kind of hang out on top and just bend that forehead to the knee. Make sure the leg is straight and that you're breathing. And pull your toe towards the nose. The stretch should get deeper and should switch to the lower leg. And whatever leg is out, use the other arm, pinky finger to pinky toe. Should feel the stretch shift to the side of the body. Good. Go ahead and bring your feet together. You can flap your wings if you want. If you want to try and hold onto your ankles and use your elbows to push your knees open, just kind of let gravity do its thing. This should not hurt. It should be a mild stretch. The farther out your feet are, the less strain there is. The farther back, the more you're going to feel it on the inner thigh. But we just want to kind of let gravity do its thing or give a little bit of assistance. Good. So now we're going to twist. So my left leg is straight. My right leg is bent. Taking my left arm, putting it on the outside of my right knee. I'm twisting and looking over my right shoulder. I'm pushing with that elbow into the outside of my knee. Put as much weight as you need on that back arm. Good. Left leg is bent, right leg is straight. Taking my left arm, putting it on the my right arm on the outside of my left knee, pushing and looking over my left shoulder. Good. All right, seated piriformis. So what you're going to do is take your right leg, cross it on top of your left knee, okay? And then you bring your left leg till it's bent about 90, and you really use your arms to push your chest towards your leg, and you should really feel it in the bottom of your bottom. That's your piriformis, which is an important muscle that gets tight. Good. Put the legs back out. Now I'm going to take my left leg and I'm going to bend it on top of my right knee. And I bring my right knee up. So for me, this side's a little tighter. Make sure you're breathing, pushing with those arms. Good. Take your arms, hook them behind you if you can, lift them up and look up. Opens up the chest. And reaching up and over, looking at that elbow. And the other side. Chin to the chest. And chin to the ceiling. Great job, everyone, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.